Hello everybody! Welcome back to Nukeshot Media and the preview event for the NES Europe Tour. That is the Nukeshot Endurance Series. I'm of course Zokio, as always on the channel. And we're looking forward to another season of action here in, of course, the headline series. A decent turnout. We've sold out all the spots very quickly. This is just the preview, of course, so mainly just for testing purposes and such, but still a race going to happen under the normal circumstances. We're here at Lago Maggiore on the GP full circuit. I believe it's 3.61 miles in length. 40-minute race. That's going to be one formation lap plus 23 racing laps. We're going to be racing from the afternoon into the evening. We'll have to see what the weather does. It should be dry. And thanks to our event sponsor this time around, I can't believe I'm saying this, Ascilium Isum by Full Push. Thank you very much for that. So apologies if things are a little bit hectic here. I am, of course, doing multiple jobs. I'm race director as well. This being my own series, I'm checking entries and all sorts of random chaos. Doing an audio check. Yep, that seems to be working fine. Hello to T17 in the chat. Roasting our competitors, it seems, early on. That is quite something. Well, we're hoping that you're looking forward to a decent race here today. There's a substantial amount of LM category cars. This is, of course, multi-class racing. We're bringing you back to the old school NES days of LM and GT category cars. Here we see Alex, who currently has the fastest time in this opening practice session. 1:38.666. They're driving for Nameless Racing, a livery that I designed myself. Very bright colours. Nice to see. Octavian there, of course. For Team Simpact Racing, I believe there's a slightly different name to that entry. I'm going to have to check this out as I do a bit of scrolling on this second tablet. Apologies. Yes, it's Simpact X Noises, so that title sponsorship there. We've got Distinct Philo, Pastry is back in car number 17. That is for Track Design Racing. In a testing livery there. It reminds me of that one Lamborghini that races over in Bathurst in the real world. So nice seeing that there. We've got Taters here as well in a factory liveried Audi R18. That is car number 98 of Team Capital. And we've seen plenty of success for Taters across various series on this channel, so we'll see how they do here. We've got Myth competing once again for North Star Racing, the iconic bright pinkish purple machine. Toyota TS050. We'll see how he gets on in number 37. We've got Ray Racer, one of the few GT cars here competing today, an Audi R8 LMS Evo is that one, the latest version of that. Unfortunately discontinued as of this year in the real world, but nice seeing that Ray was able to pick up the final car off the production line. Car number 0, as I may have mentioned, of Ray Racing. We've got Tomsoft here. Relatively late addition to the grid here. They signed up maybe an hour or two ago. Car number 231 in that Need for Speed BMW M3 livery. Nice seeing them here. Mateus is out on circuit, another testing livery, car number 25. That's another Toyota TS050 for Team Full Push. Making his way down towards what is actually the south of the circuit, I believe, due to the way that they've recontextualized it with the positioning on the map. Houdini's also here as well, stalwart of the Nukeshot Endurance Series, for, of course, Martini Racing Team. He's currently in the pits. It's an Audi R18. Has very good top-end speed. We're not too sure about its acceleration compared to some of the other cars, but we'll have to see how that goes. Who else do we have? Pretty sure we had more than one GT car. So we've got Octavian, Taters, Myth, Thompson. Oh yeah, we've got Thompson. That's the second GT car I was thinking of. Houdini, Ray, Alex, Mateus, Philo, and Costa's here now. So Costa in another Audi. The Audis were a very popular choice once the entry list opened. That is car number 12 of Audi Sport, powered by TDI. So another works car. And thankfully Discord isn't blowing up, so it's always good to see. GT qualifying is about to start in 3 minutes or so. Hopefully you're all looking forward to this. Does somebody care? Maybe, says John Wondering. Nice seeing you back again, John. It'll be great seeing you on track again at some point in the future, but nice seeing you in the chat at the very least. And T17 on a second account, it seems. Does this count as view botting? Who knows? So interestingly, Alex still with the fastest time at this stage. He's on the medium compound tyres at the moment. He's looking very fast. He currently has a 100% win rate in the Nukeshot Endurance Series. You may recall he won the final race of the North American Tour, which was the only race that he has entered up to now. So he's looking to defend the honour of being that 100% win rate. As he gets that final complex wrong, probably would pick up a time penalty for that, and indeed does so. 0.5 seconds. We got anyone else waiting in the lobby? No, it looks like this is it. Look how stacked this LM field is. Drifting in a prototype. Yeah, these drivers are absolutely crazy. Octavian asking if he can switch to the GT category. He has signed up with 2 entries as part of a reserve effort. So we could be seeing another Audi R8. He's left temporarily. Actually, it's going to be cutting it close. I might delay the start of GT qualifying a bit. But it will be a 5-minute session. Getting a little bit more cloudy here at Lago Maggiore. Wind speed's relatively low. There you can see the track layout, and I believe that was Alex zooming past. Plenty of elevation change here, especially this section here, the dipper. That really high banked hairpin can carry so much speed through there, it's fantastic. Also, of course, Val de Goma, Rubber Valley. Tyres get absolutely shredded through that section. Sort of a triple apex right-hander. And the S's, of course, as well, very crucial for maintaining speed onto the straight, making a move going into the hairpin. And the final corner as well, another crucial one. Very easy to carry too much speed and go onto the grass. That would ruin your lap. Turn 1, another good overtaking opportunity. The slowest corner on the circuit. Turns 1 and 2, that is. Hope you're looking forward to the events of today. If you are, then be sure to leave a like. Consider subscribing for the full season of the NES Europe Tour. We're going to be visiting plenty of circuits here. Of course, we're starting off in Italy at Lago Maggiore. We're staying in Italy for round 1, which is at Monza. That's going to be in January. Then off to the Red Bull Ring for round 2. Catalonia for round 3, Spa-Francorchamps for round 4, and the Mystery Circuit Countdown brought to you by Project One. We'll be revealing what that circuit is eventually throughout the season. I'm getting a livery sent me at the moment. This is very quick. For some reason I thought Poctavian had a GT car already ready, but apparently not. Oh, I've been bribed apparently. He's given me £1 British, according to what he's saying on Discord. I think he's satisfied the livery regulations, yep. So he'll be on his way. It's a bit of a throwback almost to the Gran Turismo 6 days, from the looks of it. Old driver from the old days of the NES, Marcus Lauda, ran a Mercedes SLS. That was in maroon colour, I believe. This one's going to be in a dark blue. Oh, and Neozon's here as well. So, several people joining this late on. I think everyone will have loaded in by now. Oh, Neozone left again. there is Octavian's Mercedes. Apologies for the sporadic lacking of commentary at the moment. As you might understand, things are quite busy here. Once this hits 2 minutes, we'll get the session underway. So it's Ray, Octavian and Tomsoft. And I believe everyone else is in the LM category. I think Mauro might not be, I'm not too sure. Can't remember. Gonna have a quick check. Entry submissions. Mauro is in the LM category there. Actually, I think there's also an entry that's signed up for both. Here we go then. GT qualifying. Only 3 cars in this, but all very good drivers. And actually, I'm really not too sure who's going to come out on top of this. 3 different cars as well. We've got 3 German marques. We've got an Audi, a Mercedes, and a BMW. The Audi, by far the newest of these machines. Ray Racing, number 0 at the front of the field. Oh, I see! That really is a throwback to GT6, more than I thought. It's got the 15th anniversary stripe on along the middle. That's quite cool. For kind of a 423 Octavian. And Tomsoft at the back of this group. I bet this delay is also helping one Lord Sludgeworth, who is currently eating dinner, to be able to get here on time. So we'll be able to see the Nissan Longboy in action. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to go on board, I think, with Ray for the opening lap. Bit shaky over the curves, but here we go. Vista Lago, named such by me because you can see the lake from that corner, plunging down and towards the start-finish line to start the lap. We went to the very hard braking zone of turn 1, pitch the car in, use that inside curb, angle the car in for the hairpin. Nicely done. This section's all about rhythm. Balancing the throttle. There it is. There's the balance. Running a little bit too deep. Gathering it back up. Now towards Val de Goma. Rubber Valley. Turning while braking. You can really see how that strains the tyres. And now uphill towards the S's. First one got to slow down for, and it's balancing the throttle, using that access road from one of the other layouts. And plunging down the dipper. pitching the car in. Oh, just running a bit wide into the gravel. That'll cost time. Still plenty of time in the session though to set another lap. Through these high-speed S's, you can go through there flat out if you're brave enough. And this final complex here is fantastic to drive. Launching the car through. This R8 looks very unstable. And then Vista Lago. Timing the acceleration nicely through there. This is going to be a banker lap for Ray. We've got 1 minute left in the session. It's a 158.496. It's bettered by Tomsoft. 156.136. What does Poctavian do? Slowest of the lot. That's just looking for a bit more space on the circuit. It's at 203.169. So at the moment, advantage Tomsoft. And what I thought would have been a very close qualifying session between these three, at the moment, is separated by about 7 seconds. Very good stuff from Tomsoft. No one's near the start-finish line yet. Through these uphill S's. Coming up to a sector marker, let's see what Ray is able to do. It is a purple time for Ray. So if Ray keeps this one together, we could see the number 0 to the top of the timesheet. It's looking a lot more composed than the first lap. I say there's a clipped grass. And again on exit, but really carrying all that speed and momentum. Coming up to the line. It's enough, but is it going to be enough? It seems like it, unless Poctavian does it. Yep, Poctavian snatches it at the death. Poctavian taking pole position by just under 0.2 of a second, followed by Ray. And then Tomsoft, who was looking strong after that first lap, ends up finishing 3rd. Alright, I'm gonna send that screenshot to myself. Gonna reset the track again. Oh, someone's joining apparently. It seems Neozone left again. I think Neozone's having some kind of connection issue. Malro's asking for a setup in the live chat. That's funny. Sorry, I'm of no use over here. You know, considering there's a lot of LM cars, we've only got 5 that are on circuit at this stage. I've been sent another livery approval thing. That's by Neozone. We're coming up to that 2 minutes. Significantly larger field in this category as... oh, someone's just gone to Narnia, it seemed in the background. Or maybe not, Philo seems fine. I think Costa's still applying setup. I'm not sure if they joined the track straight away after the lobby reset. It seems that Myth is moving out the way. So it could be Philo that leads them off. Ah, Costa's now on circuit. And I suppose a bit of good news for Costa, they've got clear air. Taters is also leaving the pits. Maro is still there as well. Go on board here with Philo for a lap at Lago Maggiore in these faster prototype cars. Number 17, braking heavily for turn 1, using that curb just like the GT car. Staying away from the curb on the hairpin, interestingly. Using that hybrid energy. Accelerating, sliding, there was a 4-wheel slide there. So he was off power. Towards Rubber Valley. Again, another 4-wheel slide. There might be something in the setup to cause a bit more rotation, but probably also going to kill the tyres. Mauro has also exited the pits now. Should have time to do at least 1 lap. Yeah, it should be an outlap and then a flyer. We've got about 2 minutes left to go in this session. If things have been moving a bit quickly for the setup application thing, that's while we have this as a preview, then we could eventually make changes before the actual season starts, depending on feedback, we'll see. Interestingly, Philo choosing to abandon that lap and focus on a fully recharged battery for this next attempt. Running wide. Oh! Now that was possibly all four wheels over the timing line. I'm not too sure whether the game will count as a penalty. It looks like he's gone away with it. It is currently Alex with the fastest time, as we saw in practice. It's a 1:38.559 for Alex. Mateus currently second. Cars scattered all throughout the circuit, really. We've got 1 minute left to go in the session. Houdini impressively in third at this stage. Philo, despite slowing up, is currently fourth. Myth in fifth. Costa, Taters and Mauro yet to set a lap time. Alex currently tops the timing chart. Philo is going to be cutting it closer whether they get onto another lap. I'm not too sure. Don't think they're going to. So Philo. Oh, that's a costly mistake. They've picked up a 0.5 second penalty right at the end of the lap. That's going to be applied to their time. They improve. It's 6th place for Philo. That is a shock. Alex crosses the line. Doesn't improve. What's Mateus able to do? No improvement there. Taylor's coming up to a sector marker. Is improving by about 3/10. Houdini crossed the line. Does improve, but is 5th place in the end of it. Myth manages to improve on that last lap as well. They got 6th. Philo has reset to the pits. That's against protocol. Is someone still going out there? Alex? Oh, he's at the top anyway. Not sure what was going on there. I'm going to send a screenshot over again. And it is Alex taking pole position by under 1/10 of a second from Costa. And Taylor's in third. Oh, 3 top runners altogether. And now I've got to set the grid. Ah, good, Neozoned is here. Okay, to set the grid then. Alex looking to be on track for retaining their 100% win rate in the series. We'll see how that goes for them. Costa will line up alongside. Taylor's an impressive qualifying for him, 3rd place in this stacked field. Sludge is here. Happy days, I just saw him join. Mateus was 4th. Mateus not actually here yet on track. It's Mauro 5th, so he goes there for now. Houdini 6th. Okay, Mateus was 4th. Myth was behind Houdini. And the GTs, it was Poctavian from Ray, from Tom Soft. Then Neozoned in another BMW, but the more modern M6. And Sludge will be at the back of the LM field. And we're just waiting for Philo to get on circuit. Okay, Philo's now on circuit. And Philo, I expect Philo to more than likely get up the order. There is a formation lap, so I'm going to tell them about this. I'm going to get Discord back up to run through the procedure. Houdini being very optimistic. Ah, the fun of being a race director. This is a very full lobby here. I'm scared by the amount of prototypes, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, Maro's not ready apparently. Houdini was wanting the race to start and he's... Bruh. This is the type of peasantry that is commonplace in League Racing. T17's been very active in the chat. Thank you so much for all the support there. Things will be getting underway shortly. There's plenty of admin stuff. We'll see how that goes. So yep, T17 supporting Philo, of course. Really interested to see how Splurge does. Let's have a look and see what's going on here on circuit. Basically the full push car of Neo's owned, number 72. Costa's Audi R18. There's the Nissan on the Arrows Racing team. Weaving, I'm sure the tyres are well up to temperature, and he's trying to take people out. Oh dear. That probably won't happen during the race. Interesting strategy stuff. Trying to see Mauro and okay, Mauro's ready. Mateus? I think it's just Mateus. Oh. Oh, he's applying the setup apparently. When was the scheduled start time? I'm not sure. Oh dear, it was 11 minutes ago. Actually, that's not overly bad. I was thinking it'd be like half an hour or something. Here we go then. Formation lap time. Okay, the field has seemingly gotten away. Let's see how things are then. It's Alex that's on pole position. Cost will line up alongside. Tater's in third. Mateus in fourth. Mauro fifth. Houdini sixth. Myth seventh. Philo eighth. Splurge in ninth, in what I believe is the biggest LM field in NES history. That is quite something. Octavian leads the GT category. It will be Ray alongside. Then Neozone in third. Tomsoft in fourth. Wait a second. I was going to say, Neozone didn't take part in the qualifying. There's already a bit of a split going off here between the categories. Here we go then. The fields are bunching up. We're about to go live for the preview event of the NES Europe Tour here at Lago Maggiore, brought to you by Ascelium Isum by Full Push. As Alex gets a jump on the field, that's going to get looked at. I'm pretty sure there's a bit of contact in the LM category as Mateus vaults up to second place. And through all of that chaos, Mateus is now up into the lead. Great start by car number 25, running over the grass. Alex in second place then. After jumping the start. That's the first time I think I've done a penalty mid-race, that's quite something. Costa in fourth, Philo in fifth, making his way up the order. Houdini sixth, Myth seventh. Maro in 8th and 9th place, really struggling along. Of course, in the long boy is Splurge. It is Ray that currently leads the GT category ahead of Octavian, so Ray's managed to make up a position then through all of the chaos in the LM start. Good battling going off there between Octavian and Tomsoft. Also Neozone settling in as well. Pack's starting to spread out a little bit. Alex has managed to get back to the lead. And Taylor's in second place. So, wait, hold on. Something's happened to Mateus. I'm not sure quite what. It must have dropped back. Apologies that we missed that one. Oh, and there's Splurge going off in the gravel. Gets back on the circuit. Some side-by-side racing here between Maro and no, that's rather Houdini and Myth. It's Maro that's ahead of them. Interesting to see the tyre strategies. We've got a soft runner in the lead of this. Mediums for... is that pretty much the rest of the field? Now Houdini's also on the softs. But besides that, everyone else is on the mediums. In the GT category, looks like everyone opting for the mediums. We'll see how the soft runners do here, because Alex definitely seems to have the pace over everyone. Impressively so. But the tyres are already starting to wear significantly more. And Taylor's a very good start, managing to get up to second position. Costa third. Both of those cars are, of course, Audis, and the sort of Audi Works style liveries, colour scheme. But it is a Toyota that leads, followed by Audi, and first with Porsches is Philo. Philo's done really well, getting up to fourth after pretty shocking by his standards, I'm sure he'll admit, qualifying. He's doing a lot better now as we see Mateus overtaking Houdini. That was a fantastically daring overtake. We're going to have to see that one again. Houdini just running a bit wide, had to get off the throttle. Mateus finding the way through. Meanwhile, Splurge ahead of Myth. So Splurge in the Nissan starting to figure things out. Good battling going off here. We're going to go on board with Myth. Coming up to the slow speed section. A bit of weaving going off here by Splurge. This is where the Toyota should gain significantly, and is doing. Closing in on the Nissan. Maybe setting up for a run. Oh, looking around the outside. Very brave. And there's the hybrid looking to the inside. Going to go back off board. And the Nissan holds firm. It looks like Myth's going to get to the inside here, with the outside for the start of the S's. Splurge really trying to hang on. I think Myth tried to give him a bit of room there. Got scared off the circuit. The battle in the GT category continues to heat up. Top three all pretty much together. Neozoned a little bit further back. 5 laps in the books, 4 laps of racing completed. As there's a car that has span off. Who is that? Is it the final GT car? I think it is. Neo-zoned. Possibly clip the grass on the outside on entry, we'll have to see. That is all nearly exactly what happened. Just overcooked it in the end, I think. But got back going again. All this valuable experience. A gap at the front of the field. Over 5 seconds now, as I think Tater's made a little bit of a mistake. That's allowing Costa to close back up, and another mistake. All sorts of chaos going off here. Costa really closing up, and that's a penalty for Tater's. We're going to go on board with Costa. Audi versus Audi. Tater's defending the insideline.com. Gonna have to be an audacious move round the outside. Oh, Costa tried to set up a switchback. Couldn't quite get the overlap. Tater's car still there. It's just a matter of time, I think, until Costa gets past because of that penalty, but he's got to be careful because Philo is closing up rapidly as well in the Porsche. I'm sure the groundsman here is not going to be happy with all this grass tracking going off, and that's Philo picking up a 0.5 second penalty for track limits. Malro currently 5th, Mateus in 6th, Houdini 7th, Splurge still in 8th, fending off Myth. That's an entertaining battle for sure. A little bit of pushing going off into Mr. Lago and trying to set up the inside line. I think Myth might have it this time. A little bit of onion barges between the two of them. Going down the straight, that's great stuff. And Splurge has somehow managed to get back ahead. That's awesome. Great stuff by that Nissan. Oh no, Myth! Myth overcooks it in turn 2. He'll get back going again, I'm sure. First bit of lappery has occurred. That's Neo-zoned being overtaken by race leader Alex. Won't be too long until they start catching the top 3 in the GTs. Nearly 7 seconds is the gap, as Costa finds their way into second place, as Tater's did serve that penalty. And all this is really allowing Mauro to catch up to this train as well. The Audi's continuing to look strong. I think Philo is the lone Porsche in this field. It is definitely holding their own. Slightly different hybrid system. Recovers energy on the straights from the exhaust. It's a heat recovery system as well as braking. Loses out a little bit on the top speed. The Audis really have the top speed advantage of these cars. Besides the Nissan, of course. Once the Nissan gets up to speed, there really is no stopping it. As I believe the leader has negotiated that traffic in the GTs. And I think we'll be pitting in soon. Will our race leader. Tyres certainly looking past their best. Ray, meanwhile, has managed to hold off the challenge from both Octavian and Tomsov. And here come the LMs. There you see Costa. Oh, that's Octavian going off the circuit. Could lose a bit of ground. Tomsoft might be able to challenge. Not quite. I think, if anything, Tomsoft may have outbroke himself. And now the LM's trying to split the field up as we go through the slow first sector. Awesome stuff here at Lago Maggiore. If you're enjoying the action, again, be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing for more of this, as the season technically yet to start. Round 1 starting in January. It will be a Sunday series. This is the preview of round from Lago Maggiore of NES Europe Tour, sponsored by Esquilium Isum by Full Push. Alex really has burned those tyres off. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to go for softs again if they pit now. They're probably going to go for mediums on this next stint if they've got any chance of going to the end from here. Even then it might be a bit of a stretch. Oh, maybe not. The mediums are holding up extremely well for a lot of these cars. The gap is coming down actually, 6.3, and Alex continues to stay out a lap longer. There's some battling going off here, it seems, as Mauro closing in on Philo. Also apologies for not being able to monitor the live chat as much, but as I'm sure is understandable, there's plenty of action going off here for us to focus on. GT's. I'm surprised that it's still this order, although Tomsoft getting really close. Really close. Could maybe out-accelerate Octavian through this section. We're going on board with Tomsoft. A little bit of a weave. That Mercedes has a lot of straight line speed compared to the BMW, which is a bit better in the corners, I'd say. You see him closing up again in the corners, even despite the dirty air. We're just losing out on the straights. It's a tricky task for Tomsoft. 4.3 seconds. That gap is closing down rapidly. Costa, best of the medium shod cars in the LM category. Looks to be going well at this stage. Has close battling again for 4th place, and it looks like Mauro's maybe going to challenge on the inside. Philo just holds them off that time around, and Alex does go into the pits. That means Costa goes into the lead. He'll most likely be going to the halfway point and pitting for another set of mediums. Slicing and dicing through that first sector. Slow speed, but these cars so fast. Doesn't look particularly slow. Alex rejoins in 5th place, just ahead of Mateus. And they have gone for medium tyres, looking to go to the end. Oh, sliding a bit. With the time of day, the track temperature is going to be quite cold, so it's going to take a while to get those tyres up to temperature. Houdini, meanwhile, in 7th place. 8th and 9th, still going at it. Side by side, has Myth managed to get this one to work round the outside. And Myth finally finds his way past the Nissan of Splurge. Splurge, even with the medium tyres, they really are being shredded on that car, but we appreciate him being here. It's doing its best. Octavian, meanwhile, has got up to the lead in the GT category. Ray must have dropped back a little bit, yeah, by about 2 or 3 seconds. How did that happen? Apologies for missing that. Must have been a bit before that. But we did see in the early part of qualifying at least how twitchy that R8 was. So definitely possible for a mistake to have been made. But Octavian now leads the GT category, followed by Tom Soft, then Ray, and Neozone just about to serve a 0.5 second penalty for track limits. There it is, car 72 going back up to speed. Looks like there's going to be some LM cars coming up behind him shortly. I think that's Costa, yep, race leader. And a 0.5 second penalty for Taters. Could drop him into the clutches of Philo if he's not careful. Mauro also doing a very good job just staying consistent, keeping his focus. As Costa goes into the pits, this is the halfway point in the race. Oh, interesting. Some of these others choosing to go for an overcut on the hot tyres. Not too sure if this is going to work because you don't need to pit for additional fuel really. At least not in the LM category. Weaving out of the traffic. At least from what I can see, I know there's not a lot of GT traffic, but it seems to be negotiated quite cleanly from the times that we have been able to see it. It's been crazy at times, but it's been relatively clean. They see Mauro getting past. And Alex is ahead of Costa by 4.6 seconds. Alex with the tyres up to temperature, but they are a bit older than Costa's now, and Costa has actually picked up a 0.5 second penalty, so that's going to be costly in comparison to the cars they were battling against. Tater's current race leader, followed by Philo and Mauro in third. Good stuff. We are past the half distance marker now. Will any of these cars go into the pits? No. Some of them are going to try and get to the end on these tyres. I'm not too sure how that would work out. Mauro goes into the pits at least. Let me see how the pit stop goes here. Michelin Chod car. Michelin, the most popular of the tyre manufacturers here. We do have some other representation as well. I believe there is Goodyear's on the Martini Racing Team car of Houdini. Maybe some others, but that's the main one that I seem to recall off the top of my head. Out the pits goes Mauro, and they are ahead of Mateus, but behind Alex. And also behind Costa by quite a margin. Houdini goes into the pits. Houdini was one of the soft runners actually on those Goodyear tyres. Tyre change and out of pits. Eighth place, still Myth. And there's Splurge in 9th. So they've just got past Ray. And they're coming up to the battle for the GT category lead. These two haven't seemed to swap position, at least on camera. Really not sure if the BMW has enough of a advantage to stop the Mercedes from just accelerating away on the straights. Maybe it would benefit from a little bit of this lappery going off, putting the Mercedes off of its line. Seemingly not on this occasion. The BMW does close up a lot on the corners. Of course, Ray, I think, has managed to close the gap a little bit on the cars ahead, but as they start battling, it gives Ray the opportunity to close up even more, as we see Neozone into the pits. New set of mediums on that car, the M6. The GT car's burning a decent bit more fuel than the LMs. That'll be due to, of course, no hybrid element. So the GTs might need to fuel up a little bit. A bit more lappery going off. Awesome stuff. Very well behaved by all of these guys so far. Into the pits goes Taters and Philo following. Battle of the pit crews. Alex has retaken the lead due to that. Is stuck behind some of the traffic. Got to be patient here. Using that hybrid punch out the corners to just make that lapping process a little bit easier. Good stuff. So Costa retakes second, as I think I saw some swapping here in the battle for 8th and 9th. Splurge managed to get ahead of Myth, and then Myth back past. And Myth actually has a time penalty for track limits there as well, so Splurge can stay close. Oh, he doesn't need to stay close, he's managed to get by regardless as Myth overcooks it into the banked hairpin. Again, very easy to do, and that puts Splurge back up to 8th. But it's Alex that currently leads by 10 seconds, and that stint starting on the softs. They did jump the start, but they did relinquish that advantage. And they managed to get back ahead and stretch the gap. It seems to have worked out really well for Alex on strategy. He burned an awful lot of fuel. Either that or I think Mara's actually saved quite a bit. Tater's currently 3rd from all of this. Actually, what's happened to Costa? Costa's dropped back, I think. Goes down the inside of Octavian. Actually, there's a change for the lead in the GT category. That is the BMW of Tomsoft now ahead of the Mercedes of Octavian. And will the roles be reversed? Will the Mercedes have trouble getting past the BMW? Oh, look at the difference on the tyre wear. Mercedes really struggling on the tyre wear. It's also burning a bit less fuel, so the BMW a bit lighter. Looks like Alex is about to lap Splurge, who has dropped back behind Myth. Mateus making a pass on Octavian. And also Tom Soft getting to the inside. Nicely done by car 25. Houdini, pretty much the only person on this part of the circuit. Only car in Sector 2. On the softs again. It's an interesting choice. The only car going soft to soft. We'll see how that goes. He is pretty much by himself at this stage. Cars ahead and behind. 6.7 seconds to gap between Myth and Splurge in the battle for 8th place. As Myth about to be lapped by Alex himself. Checking on the GTs, and we're checking just at the right moment, or wrong moment perhaps, for Tom Soft. Because of the commentator, he spins out. We're going to have to see what happened here. Was it simply just wheel spin? The tyres were quite worn. Oh, it was! Wheel spin and a tank slapper. Off into the wall. And the camera seemed to switch there. He's disconnected after that. That's unfortunate to see. Well, there are no points up for grabs, but still, it's all valuable experience to stay in the race. That promotes Neozoned up to the podium. Oh, bit of contact. Mauro perhaps a little bit impatient on that occasion. Bit of weaving going off on the straight as well there. In frustration. Here comes the Nissan. Neozoned seemingly getting out of the way. You are meant to hold a predictable racing line. That way there's no miscommunications or minimal miscommunications between the LM and GT cars. Alex, 6.7 is the gap, and Mauro in second place on the softs. Got to take out a lot of time to catch up to Alex. He's on the tyre to do it. It's just a case of whether he'll be able to catch before the tyres burn themselves out, and if there's even enough laps left, I'm not too sure. This is Nukeshot Media here, live on YouTube at Lago Maggiore for the preview event of the NES Europe Tour. Sponsored by Esquilium Ishul by Full Push, and the Full Push car currently in 6th place for Mateus, and 3rd place in the GT category for Neozoned. Do like that Full Push livery on that BMW. Not just because it reminds me of another colour scheme, but it does stand out quite nicely. Another bright livery. Alex in the nameless racing car, number 51, through the S's. Done a very good job avoiding penalties actually as well, the track limit ones. 5.5 is the gap. It is coming down. Last time it was a 138.4 for Mauro, 139.3 for Alex. So that's just about 9/10. Oh no! Mauro's lost it! Mauro's lost it, gathers it back up. Thankfully for Mauro, no one behind really to capitalise. There's the lap down car of Myth for North Star Racing. So that wouldn't have been for position. Morrow gathers it up. Taylor's perhaps able to close in, also on the softs. That might have been why some of these runners were extending their first stint, was to use the softs in the second. Myth getting out of the way. That is same category, so normal blue flag rules apply there. Good knowledge of the rule book there from Myth. Philo managed to get up to fourth, but was pretty much been stuck there ever since. Still pretty good effort after qualifying. Costa definitely should have been towards the sharper end of the grid. He'll be disappointed with this. Thankful that there aren't any points up for grabs here at the preview. Same for Mateus. Mateus was leading at one point, but a mistake or some incident happened off camera. Dropped down the order. Houdini, about 50 seconds to the car ahead, 37 to the car behind. He's pretty much been in a category by himself this race. Had some battles a bit early on. He's done pretty well for himself though, overall in car 23. Myth has now got a decent gap over Splurge, 31 seconds. Though Splurge closing in a bit. It seems he's picked up a 0.5 second penalty. Oh, I see. Splurge has gone for a 2-stop. That's understandable given the car he's in. Also, just why not at this stage, I suppose. Good fun testing the car's limits. Going to check in with the GTs again. There is GT category leader Octavian after that mistake from Tomsoft and him ending up leaving the race. It's pretty much been Octavian, not from the start. At the start it was Ray. Ever since Ray dropped back, Octavian has been the leader of this, but I think Octavian has mistimed the strategy, if I'm honest. Because look at how worn those tyres are. What condition are Ray's in? Ray's tyres are also not in great shape. I think both of them have mistimed this. If anything, Octavian's in worse shape. The race leader still has 2 more laps to complete, and I really don't think, with how the tyre fall off is now in Gran Turismo 7, that Octavian's going to be able to make it. I don't think Ray can either. But will Ray chance staying out and saving the time from not pitting and hoping that Octavian doesn't catch up? Look at that. He needs an oar out there. It is an absolute boat to drive. He does stay out. I'm not too sure about this. I might have gambled if I was Ray and gone into the pits, do the opposite of what Octavian did that time. Because it's not really looking like Ray's going to be able to catch Octavian at this rate as things are going. So you've got to roll the dice a bit. And especially that mid-engine car that Ray's driving, the Audi R8. It was tricky enough when the tyres were fine in qualifying. I hate to imagine what it's doing like now. Although to its credit, the car has had even tyre wear compared to the death trap that it was on Gran Turismo Sport. Of course, that was the older version of the car, but still. R8's typically with that handling characteristic. The gap has actually gone up now between Alex and Mauro. The softs have burned off, and Mauro's in a situation where I'm not too sure he's going to be able to hold back Taters. Taters has just timed the tyres right, I think. Where's Philo in all this? Philo's actually got the best tyres of all these, but I think he's just a little bit too far back. Costa in 5th. He's pretty much secured that spot. Comfortable on the mediums. Same with Mateus in 6th. Houdini 7th. Myth in 8th. There you see Poctavian understeering in the background. And Splurge in 9th. Splurge with a 143.853 compared to a 150.243 for Myth. That is the difference of new tyres. Alex is on the last lap of the race. Well, a third of a lap to go. Oh, there's contact! Has Neozone gone off? No, looks like they're fine. Gonna check this one again, just on Neozone's camera. Like it almost parked in the middle of the corner. It's difficult to tell. Maybe one for the stewards to look into. The cameras can be deceptive. It looks like Alex is going to keep that 100% winning streak. Round the final corner. And it is going to be car number 1 taking the win here in the LM category at Lago Maggiore. Congratulations to Alex. Crosses the line. Impressive drive. Recovered after the jump start and never looked back. Mauro secures 2nd place. Taters 3rd in the end. Philo 4th, Costa 5th. 6th place looks like it's going to be Mateus, as Neozone has crossed the line to take 3rd place in the GT category, as Ray has actually managed to get ahead of Poctavian. So Ray has managed to hold on to the tyres just enough. Yep, the front's completely gone for Poctavian. Nothing he can do about it. It is Ray that takes the win in the GT category here at Lago Maggiore for the preview event. Good stuff. They'll be able to carry that form forward into the main season. So Poctavian 2nd and Neozone in 3rd. What a race! Just Houdini to cross the line now. 7th place in the LM category. Myth has secured 8th place. Splurge has secured 9th. Again, great battle for 8th and 9th. At the end of that, there's Houdini crossing the line, taking the checkered flag. What a race, we hope you've enjoyed that one. That was the preview event at Lago Maggiore for the NES Europe Tour. Sponsored by Ascilium Isum by Full Push. That's apparently a trademark, by the way. If you have enjoyed that, be sure to like and subscribe for more. We are going to be back with more racing on the 5th of January, round 1 at Monza. It's going to be another 40-minute race. Look forward to seeing you there. For all of us here at Nukeshot Media, we hope you've enjoyed. And if this was just the preview, then I am definitely excited for what's to come. From all of us here, it's goodbye.